Okay. All right, let's do this. Um, my name is Jeff. Welcome to the More Reactions channel. It's been a while, and I want to start by saying I do apologize for this is a longer break than I anticipated taking. Um, quite frankly, I've been really drained, and I didn't want to come on to YouTube, and it's so much negative energy that's out here in the world right now in our country. I didn't want to contribute to that negative energy, but the truth is what I was feeling was nothing positive, and I had nothing really positive to give except for the anger I was feeling, the frustration I was feeling, the low-key depression I was feeling based on everything that's been going on with race relations in our country, along with the pandemic, obviously, that's affecting everyone. Um, you know, what's taking so long with the police officers that killed Breonna Taylor? What is taking so long for them to be charged? I don't understand I don't understand what's going on with that, right? So yeah, it's just been frustrating to see everything that's been going on. The dialogue that's been happening. I feel like there's been some positive steps. Obviously, oddly, I won't even want to say a lot of corporations suddenly giving a damn about black people. It seems like we just arrived here recently. So just trying to take in all the information, along with everything that's going on as far as reopenings and reclosings. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess out here. Um, and just the ongoing. I don't know how, from a racism situation standpoint, I don't understand how ending racism is looked at as a political issue. How is that a political issue? How? How? It's a human rights issue that doesn't need to be deflected to other conversations. People want to say, well, black on black crime. Well, first of all, that's called crime. There is no black on black crime unless there's white on white crime. Unfortunately, people kill who's within their vicinity. Okay, so 85% of white people kill other white people. We don't call it white on white crimes; it's just called crime, right? People are evil. That's a problem. However, but in addition to that, law enforcement is, from what I've been taught and preached to and told and raised on, law enforcement is there to protect us. We pay tax money for them to protect us, right? And yes, we all know there's not all cops are bad. That's why people are frustrated. That's why black people are upset. Like, you don't see black people being like, "Oh, woe is me, the KKK." We know their agenda. They made it very clear. Police, on the other hand, law enforcement, on the other hand, are not supposed to be that. Supposed to be that, right? Obviously, we know they get infiltrated. So again, we know there's good cops, right? But the problem is the system is broken, and the system needs to be fixed. And I believe personally, this is me talking, because I can't speak for anybody else. I personally believe that most human beings who go into law enforcement are good people with good intentions. Some of them end up getting poisoned by the poisonous environment that is the law enforcement system. The system itself needs to be broken, right? So, like saying Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, like all lives matter. All lives matter. All lives can't. If you truly mean that, and you're not just trying to deflect, you know, all lives cannot matter until black people are treated with dignity and equality. That's how it is shown and proven that all lives actually do matter in this country, right? So it's just frustrating to still see so many people get worked up and really like angry with that idea. Like I don't like, were you beat up in school by a black person or something? I don't understand why you're so angry. Obviously, watching more and more videos, I'm learning that a lot of people were literally raised that way. Raised to not like people that look like me, right? To think we're inferior, to, you know, and to treat us accordingly. And then you have some who aren't, they're not racist, but they don't speak out against racism. And, you know, we're good for entertainment purposes. We're good for service. But we're at a point where the line has been drawn and you got to pick a side. You have to pick a side, right? America cannot truly be great until black people are treated with equality. That's just the bottom line. My ancestors built this country for free, right? We need to be treated with respect. It's not a lot that we're asking for. Black people aren't even asking for revenge. I don't know if that's ever been said before. And we ain't exactly asking for revenge. We're asking for equality, right? So it's been frustrating, and I you know, this is unprepared. I'm spitting off the dome. I ain't even really want to do this, but I know I've been away for too long, and I appreciate all my core group, my fresh core group of subscribers. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys rocking with me. Yeah, and as far as, you know, everything else is going on, like the reopenings, the reclosings, and trying to force schools and to reopen fully, and people are, you know, don't want to wear masks when they go out. Like, you beg to be able to go out, but you don't want to just put the freaking mask on. Like, it's because you feel like it's attacking your liberties and your freedom. And look, listen, let me say this. From an employment standpoint, having to work 8 to 10 hours a day, 5-6 days a week, wearing a mask, I totally understand how frustrating and uncomfortable that is. I am not at all, I get that 100%, because that's it's the worst, right? That being said, you gotta pick a side. It's either lockdown or put on the mask. Like, from a connection standpoint, from a being able to go out, concerts, parties, bar, you know, sporting events, you know, church, just whatever, like any communal event, I want to get back to where I don't have to think about this disease and I gotta wipe everything down. Oh my God, 6 feet away, distancing. Oh no, you're too close. Like, I don't want to think about those things. I don't think anybody wants to think about those things. So we have to do what we need to do to get back to that point as quickly as possible, right? And if they're saying just wear the mask, just put on the mask and stop overthinking everything. This thing's not just gonna go away, y'all. We can't wish this away. That's not how this works, unfortunately. I wish that was the case. You people have moved as if that is the case, and we see the results now. It's like, yeah. So this, it's been really shitty these last few weeks. Just seeing how we're moving as a country. Just strictly talking about social distancing and coming out of quarantine. It's like, on one way, we've with the fight against racism, there was more unity in that regard that I've ever seen in my lifetime. Right? That's the most I've seen in my lifetime, I believe, literally, from taking a step in the right direction. Yeah, all the extra stuff, the removal of Aunt Jemima. Black people ain't asked for all that. We asked for police to stop killing us, and we asked to end systemic racism. That other stuff, cool, whatever, but that's the core of what we're talking about. That's the core of our issues. That's what we're asking for. But I've seen so much unity on that side of things. But when it comes to the point of wearing masks, which is to basically love thy neighbor, we refuse to do that. There's no unity in that regard. We're so selfish. We were raised to everything that we were all brought up in a world of individualism, from the way we were taught in schools. Sit at a desk. During when it's time to take a test, you sit there, spaced out, eyes on your paper. There's no collaboration. It's like we weren't raised on teamwork. And it seems like it's older people. I shouldn't say that because I'm just going off what I see on TV. But it seems like it's older people more so than younger people in this regard. I could be wrong on that. I might be off based on that from that angle. But it's just like, I think I'm just more shocked that I know we're a selfish country, like that's evident, but I didn't know how selfish we were. Like, just it is. Because the last time there was a major, like I said, I don't know if the last time it was a major crisis, but I go back to 9/11. I feel like 9/11 was a time where there was the level of community rose a bit during that time of crisis. So you would think something like this, we would rise to the occasion in the same manner, even going to a higher level, seeing how we have more information with cell phones and social media and Google, but I'm rambling now, but it's just like I just don't understand. I don't understand why we can't just try to put on masks to try to get back to normal. Waiting on this vaccine, however they distribute that, which is a whole nother conversation for another time. Yeah, different conversation for a different time, man, that one. But with that being said, it's like, I want a normal Super Bowl Sunday in February of 2022. Yes, I just said 2022, because it damn sure ain't happening in 2021, right? I want a normal Super Bowl Sunday where everyone can go to their Super Bowl parties and be with their family, be with their loved ones, be with their friends, rock out, and not have to think about, oh, how many people are here? Oh, do you have a mask on? Oh, social distancing. Oh, I don't want to have to think about that stuff, right? What are the steps that's going to get us to that day as quick as possible? That's what needs to happen. So we need to come together, put our conspiracy. Look, listen, I could be tinfoil on the head guy as much as anybody when it comes to conspiracies, right? Conspiracy theories. I can go down that rabbit hole too, right? That being said, we have to try something. They're saying put on the mask. Put on the mask. Let's see what happens, right? Let's all, as a group, as a unit, put on the mask and see what happens when we do it for a continued amount of time. / stay quarantined. Like, my whole thing was, like, people are rushing to reopen, and I'm just like, again, because I'm trying to get to normal as quick as possible, right? So if we stay locked down for a year, let's say, unfortunately, that would suck, right? That would suck, right? Excuse me. But that being said, we as human beings are incredibly creative individuals. Even the ones who haven't used a bit of creativity in 20 years because they just go to the job, clock in, and go through the same routine. But when that routine is broken and you are forced to sit at home, I don't think people understand just how creative we are as people, as humans, and how many new economies via online and so on and so forth. Like, how many new economies would come out of a quarantine because, hell, we're just bored out of our minds and we need to put our brain to use. Permanent economies could have come out of that, right? I think some people in the government threw out an amount to put out to families monthly or whatever. And I'm like, we're talking about the economy. Look, I'm not an economist, but if we're talking about that, at least it's a controlled amount somewhat. If they are paying people out a month, yes, the economy's going to hurt. Duh, right? But at least it's a somewhat controlled amount. / you're at home with this newfound free time that you've never had before in your life. In your entire lifetime. You've never had this free time to work on yourself. Invest in yourself. Improve, learn new skills. I think the opportunity is kind of slipping away from that regard, because again, we're trying to get back to normal way of living while actually just fixing and continue this newfound progress within the racism. But as far as like from a community standpoint, we're trying to get back to normal as quick as possible. I'm not trying to ride this out for the next 3 years of, well, you're just going to be sick and we just got to live with this. And like, I think people just missed the boat on that. And people are dying because of that mistake. And more people are getting sick because of that mistake. And it's coming to a situation where we're here to where we're almost at a point where another decision needs to be made. And it's like, if the internet went down, we're in trouble, right? But as long as we have that, there's opportunity there for you, So, again, I'm rambling, but I'm just spitting off the top what's on my heart. This isn't meant to be super elegant or anything like that. I love you guys. I just want, I just want accountability on all parts. I'm wearing a shirt, police accountability, but we, as human beings, open school, trying to force schools to be open. Like, kids get sick already. You have all these faculty members who are not young. And then you have all these multi-generational families where kids are going to school, potentially being forced to go to school, and they come home making their loved ones sick. Like, that's not a good idea, okay? Like, what needs to happen is we need to have a major employment run on tutors. Online tutors. I mean, there needs to be a surge in that regard. Like, that's kind of where we are, unfortunately. You know, because if you're trying to have it, you know, split up, you know, you don't want to have, you know, 20 kids on a call with one teacher. You know, there needs to be a surge in hiring online tutors. You know, that's an employment opportunity right there. Oh, I don't know, man. I love you guys. It's just frustrating to see us just not represent ourselves well in front of the world. We're supposed to be the richest, most powerful country in the world, and we are on the world stage embarrassing ourselves in every level. On every level. Like, we've had so many countries unite to help us fight and end racism. So from that standpoint alone, you know the world is watching us, right? And it's like we have this arrogant about this where we're the best regardless. That ain't how humanity works. You ain't the best just because. That don't even work in sports. And we're all, you know, this country loves the sports. You know? Like, the Warriors and LeBron James, you know, they can't just show up and think they're going to, you know, be great just because of who they are. Like, you know, you have to put in the work, man. So, we just got to do better. There's so much opportunity for us to do better, so much room for growth. There's so much. We're better than this, y'all. We are. We're better than this in every way. And it's up to us to just be better. And, you know, looking in the mirror as individuals saying, I'm going to be better. And then I'm going to encourage the people within my circle to also be better. That's all we can do, right? That's all it really takes. Be the example, man. Be the example. I'm just trying to do my part. None of us are perfect. We're not, and we're going to mess up along the way. But the effort is what matters, man. If we do the effort, we put in the work, if we try, if we do the attempt, we'll get it right. But we have to want to try first. So let's do it. So we can get back to dapping each other up, hugging each other, kissing each other, having parties, you know, going out drinking, whatever you do, sporting events, concerts, amusement parks. Let's get, like, we need this. But we got to put in this little bit of work so we can get back to that point. So I'm in on that. Again, I love you guys. Hope everybody's staying safe. I don't mean to be preachy. It's just about accountability, man. From police, from law enforcement to civilians, we all got to play our part in being accountable for ourselves and also keeping each other, you know, on point. Lovingly. That's all. All right, man. I'm going to get at y'all later. Y'all stay up. Put a mask on. Wash your hands. All that good stuff. Love you guys. Peace out.